Hello everyone and welcome back to Intuitive-da-MoonGoddess channel. So today we're going to piggyback this reading off of yesterday's with the positivity, but with this going to come a bit of a twist. So it's positivity while going through a moment of distress or life events. How can we keep that positivity going forward when we are going through things that seems to get us down and out? So while I shuffle these cards, you guys, as you do know, I do not say my protection spells or prayers while I am online. And I did say that I was gonna start doing so. I said online. Well, while recording, but I did say I was gonna start doing so, as well as get into those spiritual streets and see what's going on with these daily readings. So yes, so today's conversation is positivity while going through a difficult moment. I just feel like there was something that I needed to share today. I don't know who needs to hear this, but who needed to hear this, but definitely I can't be the only one that's, needing to hear it from someone else other than the people that we normally surround ourselves with, or even from ourselves. I might need to change this deck because ain't nothing came out yet. Let me see. Let's try the Moon Witch Oracle. See what comes out there. Sorry about that, guys. I had to get my children under control. Alright, so the first card that came out from the Moon Witch Oracle was Waxing Givers. It is okay to change the direction. And with that, with what's going on with the positive, it's okay to allow yourself to feel some other type of emotion, and instead of always being that strong one or the one that never shows face. Okay, got quite a few of them that popped out. And we have Diana, be one with nature. And I just feel like that's just the way you express yourself or nurture and care for yourself with this Waxing Givers. When we have Witches hat, express yourself, share your gifts with the world. Not necessarily that means just, that could be, taking that time for yourself, or how you encourage someone else when they are going through their moments, or or showing up for yourself or for these other people or person. Then we have Wine and Gifts. Count your blessings. Every day there is a blessings to count, because tomorrow could always be worse or better. So, just going back and looking over the things that have occurred, whether good or bad. You are still here, you are still breathing, you are still alive. So keep pushing forward. As I always say, keep those prayers up, keep your protection up. And, don't change who you are for anyone, especially if you're one of those ones that's always giving and you find yourself surrounded by people that seem to take that for granted. Because at the end of the day, that is your blessings, and it will come back to you tenfold. Always show your gratitude, your grace to whoever it is that you are serving, because that's how you continue those blessings. And no matter what gets you down, most definitely, it's a hurtful feeling from time to time, but eventually you do get over it once you find a way to navigate through those emotions and those triggers, and the heartache, the pain, and the suffering. I got a card in my deck that I had bent all up. And then we have Dark Moon. Pause, reset, you deserve it. So that is you acknowledging what it is that you can and cannot control. That is you giving yourself that grace and that freedom um, to call in healing, to release, and to move forward. While you are going through this moment. So the positivity and everything that you called in yesterday or that you are going through at the moment, just know with there is always the opposite to everything. So one day you may be up and the next day it may hit you like bam. But you know, it's a moment when that happens, it's a moment to reflect and to visualize the good that is in your life or the good change that has come into your life to get you to where you are today. That's why I always say, you know, it's better to focus on the grace rather than the downside of things. And we'll call it step into the unknown. Do not be afraid. And then familiar, listen and learn. So I think with that, I'm going to leave it right there because I feel like that is confirmation. Not just for myself, but maybe who's ever listening to this reading, that's confirmation as well. That, you know, no matter what happens, when we listen to ourselves, we can never go wrong. But even so, it's okay to step outside that box and, you know, get advice from someone that's much older or someone that's more experienced or someone that has been through it. And you know what? And then at the bottom of the deck again, this is the second time this card entered back up at the bottom of the deck, and it says, Blue Moon, you are ready, make your masterpiece. And with that, I feel like that's just claiming what's yours, what you know to be yours. Or, you know, in other words, that's saving grace. Then we have True North, stay true to yourself. And the Balsamic Moon, things come and go, surrender to the universe. Okay. Crescent Moon, keep moving forward, you got this. And then again, another confirmation with yes, just go for it. And then it just goes on and on with more positivity of change coming in. Okay. So we're going to get some clarity on some of these cards and see what messages we have here. Not just for my own understanding, but for those that are listening and watching as well. Idiots, why is that out here? Why is it okay to change the direction for the future? Okay, so we have three that popped out. We have the Fool. And we know the Fool is all about, you know, taking chances, going on a journey. And that's what I kind of feel like here. And it brings so much clarity to the Wax and Givers with the change the direction. And what I feel like is for some of you that have distanced yourselves from a person or a group of people, this is reconcile or mending a relationship. Don't much need to be said, but presence needs to be made. Is what I'm feeling. That's what I'm getting actually. So not all the time you need words to express how you're feeling or express the things that you are going through, because some people are much understanding than others. So forgiveness can happen in many different ways other than just one. Then we have the Eight of Pentacles here. So with this Eight of Pentacles, this is you mending your own web. And if y'all are familiar with, I just had that deck in mind. I'm not sure, was it the Kipler's deck? But one of the decks has the Weaver in it. And we all know that spiders will weave, spiders weave spider webs. And that's what I'm kind of getting with that, the Weaver card. And that the work that you have put in is while on going through this phase or on this journey or with this change is bringing in results, resolve, and reducing conflict. And then we have the Five of Pentacles. That, for me, that seems like some type of dish drop. Or something could, or it could be a blockage that is standing in your way at the moment, that's keeping you in a phase of contemplating. And with that, it's not nothing that you don't know about, but perhaps you know what it is that you need to do, and you are choosing not to do it. The reason why that this flower is down and out instead of lifted and blooming in its full glory and potential. And we all know that, Diana, you know, I just said it before plenty of times, get out into nature. Whether that be a walk or just sitting out on your porch or standing in the grass, barefooted, hugging a tree, whatever it is that you can do to bring you clarity and understanding into your life or into the situation as to where you need it to be. And the next clarification we have going forward is Witch's Hat. And it says, express yourself, share your gifts with the world. So, let's see. What is the expression that needs to be made here? Or what it is that needs to be shared? Okay. I got a whole book that fell out, but the one that flipped over was the Eight of Cups. And I feel like that what I got from this was that it's showing shattered grass and then a dark hilltop. So that is what I feel like is that you're either breaking free for something or you're releasing something while on this journey. And with the black scenery and everything, I get these type of maybe some illusions, or you're being delusional about something in regards to where it can possibly take you. So with the Witch's Hat, I get like this type of protection or this covering. Because one thing I do always preach, and when I tell people, like when they holler about the things that they're going through and they don't know why, and I tell them all the time, like when you step out or even day-to-day life, even when you don't step out, you have to speak that prayer of protection over yourself, over your life, over your home, and even with the people that you love and care for. Because you just never know what may happen tomorrow. If it don't happen today, tomorrow is never coming to anyone. So, yeah. That's how you stay one up on the enemy, one up on the devil. That card flip. So we have the Mother of Swords is on this card out. And with that, what I got the word grace. And I've been saying that, like, I can't think of another word to describe the Mother of Swords, especially from this deck, is grace. That's grace, patience, understanding, revealing, removing. So, yeah, some of you could be removing some of these blockages. As well as while going through this, you are choosing to give yourself grace as you go through this period of healing and change. Because maybe your life has been in shambles for a while and you just figured that it was just time to come out of that phase. Any other clarity for what to say? Or this could be this could be you nurturing yourself by cutting off some people and places and things that are not fulfilling your life at the moment. Is my cards? No, they just popping out like that. Nope, some of them is. Okay, and then we have the Emperor. This Emperor could be a male figure in your life or a masculine female that is in your life that you may be just choosing to cut off. That's not serving your purpose as to your growth. Now, for some of you, you could be a male that I am speaking to. And it's whoever this Mother of Swords could possibly is not showing you grace. So it's time to remove these illusions and delusions. Not all the time the cards that pop out is meant to be read left to right. Sometimes you have to look at things from right to left, if that makes sense to anybody. Let's see. We're going to clarify familiar what it is that we need to listen to and learn from. Clarity, please. We got the Moon. Okay, so we haven't had anything to pop out as of yet, so let's discuss it. So the Moon card. So I have this thing where my brain don't shut off, and usually I'm thinking about something or overthinking about something, and it's hard for me to sleep. So, and the way I handle it is that I turn off everything and put on some white noise, like it's calming for some reason. So, and I drift right on the bed. But however, on most days, this is where I realize that a lot of my creativity comes from, because I do write a lot, regardless to is there a thought for the day, or I'm writing some type of poetry, or I'm painting or drawing or doodling, whatever it is that you want to call it. So I'm always busy writing or doing something, to take my mind off what it is that I'm overthinking or I am thinking about that's not serving my purpose at the moment. And they say that inspiration comes from a dark place. But also these Moon card could be illusions and delusions. But with the listen and learn, could be you going within yourself and finding that solution and that stability. And that could go for why it is that the Western Givens has popped out as well at the beginning. But for me also, not just, although the moon doesn't give out much light, it gives out some light to illuminate where it is that you are going. So I don't necessarily look at it as a bad card, but you really can't see much at night. And a lot of nocturnal animals come out at night. So, illusions and delusions. Clarify further, please. And we have the Five of Cups. So it's back out here again. First it was the Rose with the Five of Pentacles, and now it's the Five of Cups with the Horse. So what I'm getting is that whatever these illusions or these delusions or whatever it is that you had going on put you in a dark place. Because if you ever seen a horse, they usually don't hang their heads low, not unless they are seeking affection, giving affection, or they're sick. I never seen a horse that hung his head low that I knew of. So let's get some more clarity here. See what this is going. And even with Blue Moon is out here, I feel like that for whatever reason that your head is hung low, it's not going to be for long, as, you know, there is something positive coming in the end. Maybe I need to clarify Blue Moon. Why is Blue Moon not here? Could you bring us clarity, please? What's going on during this time period with the Familiar and Blue Moon? Okay. We have the Father of Swords. And look what's back at the bottom of the cup, the Eight of Cups. So with that being said, with this Father of Swords present, at this moment it's definitely short-lived. Because at first we did have the Mother of Swords out here. And it says, from this deck in particular, like all the Swords family, the Father has a gift for perception. He has a distinct ability to remove himself emotionally from a situation so that he can truly see it from all angles. He is therefore respected by others who usually describe him as fair or just. He's a responsible man with deep ties to his family. So you could be a family man or someone that values family. And that could be why this Moon and the Five of Cups is out here. Because whatever had you down in regarding this situation, you are now realizing that your values are more important than what is really going on. So, in other words, you are choosing to hold on to those values rather than allowing them to slip away and forgetting about them while maintaining new and old relationships. And the best way I can even think of that is to keep doing the things that it is that you love doing. Don't allow anyone to change your perspective, change your perception of who and what you are. And especially if you are that family and you are wanting that family, or even if these is with family members, these relationships are important, which is why I teach my boys to value one another's presence now, because it's no telling the direction that you may take when you get older. So thank you guys for tuning in. Y'all have a wonderful and blessed day. Bye.